It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Davis Mills, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off the extended break from the bye. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mills. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run with Edmonds. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive. Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Evades him at the 20. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal. And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just... And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across. Yeah, they
linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 29,
Mills, quick slant complete to Howard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Now Mills.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Mills now. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Texans at 0-10 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
On play action, Mills.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Mills. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7-7, our score after one. Texans football to start quarter 2.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
As they've got it with a third down coming up.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly as he's got to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Mills to throw it.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua.
And his throw here is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he completes it to Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
Down to about the 22 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Mostert Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Again, it's Mostert. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah,
but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Draw play, Edmonds. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
2 now on first down. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami set to take over. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And again, it's Tagovailoa. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Play fake, Mills. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that will be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. It's caught by Jackson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Tua to throw again. A quick slant to Hill. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Texans to take over. They're looking to do anything to break this 10-game losing streak. It has been a tough one for them to swallow. They do have the lead right now in the football, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They go play action. Mills. That's caught by Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pierce now up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Mills now from the 50. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Play action now. Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking to throw is Mills. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now Mills. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mills on a slant. Here's Collins. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Bolden. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he returns this to the 22. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just start from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go get it, big man.
And according to next-gen stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mills on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
76 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills.
And that is incomplete. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To a hit, and the ball is out.
But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Here's Tua. They complete it to Hill. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing flips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Houston's offense taking over again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Mills.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
Handoff right side to Pierce.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On play action, Mills.
He'll buy some time right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Going for it with Pierce.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Tua to throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Now Tua.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Here's Tua.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Tagovailoa.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw is Tua. And that is incomplete. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go down with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Returning it, John Ross.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
That's complete to Pierce. On an excellent tackle there as they keep him in bounds and hold him to no gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Mills.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Texans will take over. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 23.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Another carry for Pierce.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now it's Mills' turn here in overtime.
That's complete. It's Collins.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Play action now. Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mills to throw it. Open man there is Collins, complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run here with Pierce.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Texans, the streak is over as they finally get a win after 10 losses to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Miami, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.